Sure.
This is a great way to start the day. I can already feel it.
Yes.
This is a 3-3. This is a 3-3-3 day, and I have New York time on my computers, and it's 3:03.
Fantastic. I see it on mine too. And it's the final gateway.
Yes. Yes, I was supposed to do a show this morning with Juan Savicos, and I put it on the wrong day. Because he had sent me a note, and he said, let's do it on the 4th 3-3 of the month. And I saw it, my brain saw it as April the 4th.
Oh, I see.
So I wrote it on April the 4th,
and that's a very powerful, today ties into that. We'll probably discuss that a little bit. It's
absolutely.
In mind, sure.
All right, let me just make sure we're good. It looks like we're good. Okay. We got 28 people in the house. Megan Heldens Randall, Robert Orth, Elinka Sandu, Stephen Michael Jones from Norway, Raquel Trevino, Kamara Ford, my sister down in Florida, Sinead Maria, Michael Wood, Kevin Hawkins, Doreen Kenny. Thank you, Doreen, for your continued love and support. Duncan Alexander, Linda Winger, thank you as well. Tamara Jean, Valerie Peterman, thank you as well. All of you for your love and support and contributions. So we have a great show today to start off the day. We got 5 shows today.
Wow.
And we thought we'd start it out with some powerful spiritual inspiration, motivation, and probably a little bit of goddess wisdom will be dropped today.
The goddess style.
So welcome to Soul Speaks 5D, everybody. Welcome back. Honey Bee is in the house, okay? And I'm just going to hand it over to her. How you been doing?
Hi, darling. So good to see you, Todd, to see you in your lights, in your rays, in your radiance. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I'm doing very well, Todd. We had a very long Friday tea time Ascension talk yesterday. So Michael and I discussed so much on that one, 2 hours yesterday, like literally details a lot what's been happening between this photonic blasts and all these 4 major stargates. Today, the last one, between the super full moon and, just this equinox really brought up a lot of incredibleness. And they were difficult, but difficult in a way because of sometimes there's a bit of that resistance in the full alignment of the divine. So, but amazing in so many ways. So in a short way, how am I doing? I'm doing really well, like really, really well in this moment, in this now, in this alignment. Yeah.
Sounds like my trip this month. I'd probably use different words. I'd say something like I got my ass kicked along the way. It was pretty intense. I kept my balance pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was like fast track by the hour or something. I don't know what it was, but you know what? I think the retrograde ended on the 28th. Today's the 4th 3-3-3. And I feel fantastic. I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. That's what you look like.
Thank
as
you.
Well.
Thank you so much. I did have a couple of days ago, I did have a very powerful experience, which again, we talked about it quite a bit yesterday, but these past 10 days, my physical vessel has been going through tremendous upgrades between the photonic blast. And so I keep feeling this, like I'm coming out of a few dead bodies and layers of dead bodies. So I did, and the sleep has been as it is, getting a lot of sleep, feeling the exhaustion, all the classical Ascension symptoms, but a little bit more expedited. And so I told Michael, and because we're both healers, we both work with a lot of things. I don't want him to always work on me, especially, the massage and all of that, because I want him to have his own space. Anyway, so this week, Todd, I did go to a massage therapist and just a classical Chinese massage just to help move things. I felt like I needed the deepest level of deep tissue massage. So she did that, but I had been getting these spasm rings. When the photonic blasts were coming in, I would get these rings of spasm right behind my heart. And it would just like, my breath would get so contracted. I was like, what is going on? And I kept wanting to open my back so I can get more air inside of me. So finally, I had Michael, I said, Michael, you need to get in there. And usually the way him and I work, when he starts working, let's say on the back of my spine, I told him, instructed him, I said, Michael, you got to get right by my spine, go down and go very deep, because something needs to come out of me. There, I can see there are layers of dead bodies. They need to come out. So he listens and he trusts. So as he started working, I usually go into very deep pranic sounds, the breath first. And this is the ancient whale breath that I teach. So I go in that space and then the sounds start coming out. So when the sound comes out, my consciousness steps on the side a bit, and then I'm in a very deep theta brainwave. So I'm kind of out of the way myself. So Todd, it was fascinating because as he started working, several things happened. One was this crystal, this crystal structure opened in back of me. And as this finally opened up, Archangel Michael showed up above, and he took his sword and he put it directly from top of my crown inside my pranic tube all the way down, which he said to me, he said, you are now permanently protected by this. So as he said that, Todd, there were these 4 blue beings came out and they stepped on the side next to Archangel Michael, and he said, you can now leave. And meanwhile, there were all the rays of Archangel Michael, everything was blue, was coming through Michael, and there were several Syrian Acturtian beings around. And one of the Syrian beings put its forehead onto my forehead and sent these electric lights that went inside inside the red blood cells, my red blood cells on Earth, but the plasma of them to connect with the blue ray of the plasma, which we'll talk about that in a little bit in our higher bodies. Anyway, so having said that, then suddenly there was a cube of Metatron that was inserted into me, and it spoke to me. Is the original crystalline Lemurian way of creation that when I first incarnated into a Lemurian body, that's what I used, this particular crystalline way of creating. So it's really powerful. Anyway, having said that, I turned around and Michael started moving this thing from the center outward, like these bodies coming out. And I started seeing the entire cosmos in my pranic tube, all the way from my womb going out of my crown. And I was suddenly moved into the center of Galactic Mother.
Wow.
Like it was so just beyond words, because I like I'm talking to you right now, I can see it all spinning still. Yeah. And it got wider and wider. So I've worked with pranic tube quite a bit, but this got so wide, and I can see the entire like cosmos spinning, because it is, and it was that communication. This is the chalice. This is the reclaiming of that in which was lost in our hearts for so long, and we finally reclaiming it in this liberation. So that is the liberation that I feel in this moment, and the value of very, very, very deep tissue massage when we're going through these waves, because still we're in the human form, and as these are coming in, it's going to go through our bodies, and you need to manually push this out to create space inside. So
wow, man, I want to drink some of y'all's Kool-Aid, man. Can I have some of that Kool-Aid? Give me some of that tea. No, that's powerful. A lot of these people's accounts of how they're seeing it with the higher senses and everything. Because look, you're telling me that story. I can feel it. I can see it. I can see
I
it. But from both of y'all's eyes, from Michael's too, especially because I'm very hands-on. I understand that, and I understand, like if you know that was described to me by Morgan, I can see that. You know, it's amazing because we're like integrating our five senses and our higher senses, right?
Well, it's the higher senses that we've already very much accustomed to our five senses in our human experience. We're not accessing all of our higher senses, our spiritual senses, such as clairaudience, clairvoyant, claircognizance, clairsentient, and plus many more higher dimensional ones. And it was interesting that morning when Michael did his prayer, it was so incredible because he started going into this vibration, this gold crested frequency started coming through his ground, and he started convulsing, and like light language started coming out of him. And then
really,
because Michael has been, it's so cute. Michael has been in my own light language class that I lead, and so,
I've never done light language. It doesn't resonate with me. And if I started doing light language,
would.
Morgan, like it would probably have to happen in a sacred, sexual, intimate energy. Not necessarily, but the massage, hands-on, whatever. But if I started doing light language, I'd probably freak out.
And you know what? You already speak it, Todd, and which we'll get into this. The thing is, you're so galactic yourself, and look how many of us you're around that are speaking of light codes.
I know, man. And I know it's like it's like every one of these shows.
Yeah,
I'm in a session.
Yeah,
I'm the client.
Yes.
I'm not the practitioner. I'm the client. And every one of these shows, look, the last three shows, and if it does it today, I'm just going to throw my hands up. The last three shows we did, the three we did yesterday, at exactly 55 minutes, everything glitched.
Wow.
And we were talking, we were building up and talking about the stuff that we're talking about, just talking about what's happening. And it was like this frequency just got so high.
Feel it.
I know, man, and it glitched. The first one, the second one, and when it did on the third one, I'm like, man, no way, this is happening. But
because it is expedited, it is open, and each time we come into a frequency, it's timeless, it's spaceless. You and I right now in the frequency, and everybody's here, and those of us who are interacting with these higher dimensional frequencies, we are opening ourselves, bringing it closer, so that way the minute you come into its frequency, it opens in you. I never ever forget, this was many years ago, when I was seeing all these light codes, oh my God, like Tetris gold coming in, and it was making me crazy. And I could see all these libraries and libraries, like just making me absolutely insane, because I couldn't make sense out of it. Till I finally, Acturtians had sent me to this oracle to be with for a week. And I was like very attitudey, like, what the hell am I doing here? What's the purpose? Okay, this is like crazy. Every time Acturtians say something, I just do it. So I hop on a plane, go across another, country, and sit with somebody I've never met, because they're always like, you will see. So
you went all the way across, and you're sitting with somebody you've never met.
No, I never met, because, and then then there's all the surprises, and then so I was very determined. I was like, I am not a follower. I'm not going to listen to anybody. That there's that rebel in me too. But I was like, okay, I'm come for answers. What the hell are these things? Number one, why did I send me here? And and what
I thought I was the only one that had.
No. I'm a rebel. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? It feels like my mouth keep going like this, but this is, what am I supposed to do? So, Todd, when, to my surprise, when I was there, I had an experience with a whale. I was all by myself in the ocean. I stopped place, and then I just took my drum, my sacred drum, and I started. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just starting, and all his voices coming out. So anyway, I have no idea. This is 7.5 years ago. No idea what's going on. So anyway, so when I see her finally, there's a window period, and because she's very busy, I said, listen, what are these things? She's like, what? What do you see? I said, listen, there are these tablets, they're gold, they're sitting above me, and the library. She's like, oh. I said, what are they? She's like, those are the living libraries. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do with them? She's like, you will speak them. I was like, me? I was like, I can't even read them. She's like, not now, but you will. I'm like, she's like, you speak many languages. I'm like, me? She's like, no, I don't. I only speak Farsi and a little bit of Arabic. She's like, no, you speak many languages. You'll see. I was like, why am I not speaking it? She's like, because you're too attached to the Acturtians. I was like, okay. A year later, started coming. So I speak now about 36 different languages of light, and they keep going. And I do the transmissions in them, sound, multiple languages.
Do you know, I mean, do you know what each one of them, you know what each one of them are?
Most of them I do, because I'm working so intensely with this. So when I do the private sessions right now, when I do the light code transmission, and I love to be able to offer today specifically for this day, I really would love, and a collective energy, go through a transmission clearing. I feel this would be because it does clear things from timelines, and, you know, to do that and through multiple different languages. So, and I explain what that is.
I'm totally, like, I was going to say, hey, why don't you, like, my head was going, I wonder what kind of session that is. She starts, like, looks at you, you know, honeybee sitting in front of you, and she starts going, you know, doing all that stuff.
It's not like that. So I will share to you what happened.
No, I was just, So I was saying, so there's congruency. I was going to ask you, can you, like, tell us and, like, maybe show us? So you're saying
we'll do an experience today, because I feel I'm called to help support this collective energy, because it's very important as we go to the 4-4, this cardinal clusters, a whole bunch of things coming up. It will help support us move from the disharmonic timeline and from different planes, different time frames, different consciousness, you know, aware and unaware, to the original divine blueprint. For me, it's very simple, very clear. And anyway, but to answer the question,
let me ask you, let me just say one thing. Before you do it,
okay. We won't do it right now, because I want to get through it.
Okay, but before you do it, explain to us what you think's ahead of us. Yeah. Because I heard you reference that. I think the 4-4. Because I'd rather hear that before I go into this thing than after.
Yeah, I like to do this a little bit in the end, so that we can relax into it and address the things that are in our mental body. Yeah. So let me just bring it this way. So Todd, it was on 12/21, this past 12/21, that finally I received the green light from my Ascension team, and it's a very large team, that it is now, I am now permitted to transmit this frequency on the planet. So, so let me back up for a minute. About 4 years ago, in December, I was sent, I had mentioned this in one of our talks, I was sent to 21 days of stillness with Yeshua, Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene, where I was sleeping 12 to 15 hours a day. And I was under very strict guidance that they will help transform my body into a diamond body. They said, we need you to completely transform this. And we're going to, I was asked to cut off from everything and everyone. And they wanted to very clearly shift my template into the diamond template. So after that, and I had to do every single day a certain practice. So they said Yeshua had said it will take 365 days for you to complete this, where you can be the carrier of the Yeshua and Magdalene codes. And then you can go to Brazil to administer what you need to administer on the land. So just this is in the background. From there, I was able to activate the diamond body. So then I had to wait a year and a half because I was asked to only focus on this other frequency until the frequency around Mother Earth could be stable enough where this transmission can come in. So now let me explain this. The light code, there are many of us that are facilitating what's called these light codes, and to each their own however they're doing it. the instruction for me is very, very specific what was asked. So when a client reaches out, it's only a one-time session when I do the in-person session. It's 1 hour, very fast, very quick from anywhere. Person is on the table, they're even on Skype. And what happens, we call.
Wait, you said they're on a table?
Like, let's say they're sitting or they're on the treatment bed. If they're here in our place.
Oh, okay. I thought they were on the table and you were on Skype. I'm sorry.
No. Or they can be laying on the table. We're seeing each other.
Yeah. I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
Right. And then what happens is they see and visualize something, which I have you guys, everybody do today. And then we connect with Gaia's fifth dimensional crystalline heart. This is very important. And the crystalline heart within ourselves, and also the divine mother, divine father. This is very, very key into this. So the vertical axis is set. Then from that place, what happens is we call up on the presence to help support the frequency that's already taken place. Now we're going to bring it through. And what I do, I take the individuals and start clearing through light language, multiple languages, all the chakras, not just the 7, but the full 12. I'm only right now working with the 12, but we go to the core through language of light. So from all planes, all timeline, all dimensions, all of that, clear it, done, very fast.
So like everybody has a role. Like, I think that's part of what the waking up is. Like, we just have this knowing, not just what's happened, like the waking up and like really knowing this crazy relationship we have with something we couldn't see. But also part of it now is coming into our own and owning what we're here to do. And it sounds to me like you are, of all the things you do, because we're all multi-dimensional, but it's like you are a multi-universal linguist, healer, like through these tonalities and vibrations.
I'm a transmitter. I'm a transmitter of the frequency. Very simple, and I listen to the instruction very quickly, so they show me exactly what to do, and I don't listen to anybody. I don't hear anybody. I don't follow anybody. I listen specifically how to clear things, what to do, and then I just administer it very simply. And there's a strong guardian place for it. So only the purest is allowed to interact with my vessel, because I am a multidimensional TransMedium, so I can navigate. So whether the Andromedans are coming in, or Lyrans, or Avalians, or Orion, or Alpha Centaurians, or Pleiadians, or the ancient dragons, they come in a lot, or the multiple ones. Yeah, it's very powerful. And then they start doing the clearing. Yeah, and it's many geometric terms. Yeah.
Yeah, 111 viewers. So if let's just say I'm the client. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to clarify something that you do, because I think it's very unique. So when you sit down face to face with them or whatever, you basically scan them, right? I mean,
I don't need to do anything. No, not with this one. Not this one. I don't want. Yeah, I don't want people to tell me.
This is what I was going to say is unique. I was kind of setting you up on the question.
I don't want anybody. I tell everybody, don't tell me anything.
No. But here's the thing. The thing about your method that I really think is unique and in real time intel for all healers is that you don't scan.
No, I don't need anything.
You just actually go in and you work all of the 12 chakras. You work from one end to the other without even giving any type of disposition whatsoever from your perspective of what might be there or what's not there. You just clear it. So you're like on the offense instead of, to me, the defense. And
so the first thing in the email is, do not tell me anything. I need no information, no insight, nothing. Come in, let me just do what I'm asked to do. Very clear, because the person feels the call. So when I do, I just start going, and I have the person has to be involved. So it's not a passive question.
So is the person, both the human, their higher self, your higher self, you consciously, and the universe. So you're
And
basically
Ascensions in my team together.
Yeah. So you're basically, with the consent of somebody, equally, you're creating a space, and then you're basically tuning in main line to infinite intelligence, and then you pull that information in.
Literally is so I become the transmitter of the tones, the pitches, the sound vibration of the original source, and I bring it in through their, whether it's their universal consciousness, their galactic consciousness, or their celestial, angelic, ancient, or whatever it is, and I start administrating it at the origin to clear things. So that way there's not all of this, oh my God, all this waiting period in between. We just done one time, off you go, very fast. So it doesn't need much, because we're working from a different space, and the individuals feel it. And so once we clear the chakras, so I'm going to show you something. Once these chakras clear, then what happens is, then the divine codes, then I open it for the pure codes of light coming, and that's very fast. That's very mechanical. My hands are all over the place. It's very fast, and it's like very mechanical where they're going, transmitting, and then it's complete. Then in the private session, I ask from source of all intelligence, if there's a key or a code or a symbol or a sigil specifically assigned to that person. Once I receive it, I start sending it out, and I draw it into their field, because that becomes kind of like their, like, let's say, like their portal. We're kind of superheroes. So, and then once they draw that, they can move into its frequency, and it's very specific for them. So for example, like let's say this one, or like this one, or like this one. These are living transmissions, and they're multi-dimensional, and they're moving. Yeah, so I can draw it in.
Man, you got a cool job in the universe, man. You got a cool job. That's badass. The other thing I'm picking up from you, and I think this is got to be in the collective awareness, and expanded collective awareness with so many other things. So I had, and I'll describe it like this. This happened yesterday. So I had some back problems from 30 to 42. I mean, I was in bad shape. Weighed a lot more, gained a bunch of weight because I wasn't mobile and so on. And so I really haven't had problems with it. When I would hit the streets, I got back in shape, whatever. But yesterday I did something. I did something bad. And I had that nerve pain right at the bottom of your spine where the sciatic is, and all the nerves run through. And I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? So I took 2 anti-inflammatory pills, and I went and got a couple of beers. I'm not going to lie about it. And so I was like, man, I got to work this out, because my mind was going, okay, you didn't just sleep funny. You didn't just pick something up. Your body's trying to tell you something. And so I was spending my time thinking about that. What does that mean? Am I not supporting myself? What did I do wrong? And then I went into this space of like, and this is what reminded me, the energy of what you were talking about, what you're talking about, being concerned with the force that you are as a transformer and creator from the imagination and all that mysterious stuff versus what's wrong, right? And so I was sitting in this chair, and I got to that point where I said, to hell with all that. And all of a sudden I felt like this energy in my lower back. And I thought, oh, I know what that is. Okay, go there. And so I just worked with it. And I woke up this morning and I was okay. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That you're doing is you're not looking for, a lot of healers are like, let me see what's wrong with you. Kind of thing. You're like, hey,
not a fixing. This is a transmission activation. Let me explain why this is important. Because we need enough people on the planet to be the carriers of this crystalline diamond. So let me just share this picture like that I drew. For example, when
let me make it big. Hang on, let me make it big so people can see it.
Okay, so when you're inside of this and you're transmitting the light in each of the direction, right? So your emanation of light connects to my emanation of light. And around Earth, we're all connecting to the same field of frequency and this crystalline frequency. And what happens, everything that is denser has no choice but to lift up, because that's the universal law. So right now, I am inside developing my plasma body. I don't quite have the word and articulation because it's very much like what happened 4.5 years ago with the diamond body. I'm past it now. I can fully administrate and support the other. Right now, I'm inside this crystalline plasma body, but I can't quite articulate the language because I'm inside of it till it's fully developed anchor. So I never bring anything out until I'm fully anchored in it, because they won't let me. So I have to make sure I'm an anchor of it, that then it's like bring it right away down and help the others. So when you are doing this, you connected the other ones, all these ones that got activated, they're not carrier of it. They don't have to do anything. They just are. One time, done. And then you go about your thing. Finish, because we are not here to be dependent on anybody. Everything is available to us. However, there are a few of us that have a role in this one part, and that's it. So
that's what I'm talking about, man. You got one of the best jobs in the realm.
Yeah, it's just I'm a one-time activator, and then when I do it in the group energy, that's very different. The group energy helps then the grid line on Earth like this. So I have like several events coming up, but they don't get the full transmission because I can't administrate it in a group. In a private session I can, you see. So what we're going to experience a group energy here, and that is feel to really support Soulogy, support you, support the audience with the transmission, and then to see what does it sound like, all these different languages. They all have activation, and they will go exactly to the area that needs to expand. And it's all geometric pattern. So it's like I'm speaking geometric pattern, literally.
How many of the 36 languages do you think will come out? You don't know.
Well, in this one it's going to be shorter because it depends on our time. I don't know how much time you have. So I'm just going to take us to a prayer, and I'm going to take us on an experience.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
My computer's doing funny stuff. This is the fourth show in a row. I have plenty of, we have 25 minutes. So I'm going to go out and come in. You start. I'm going to go out and come in. So don't pay attention to me. In fact, I'm going to put you on the screen. All right? Just you by yourself. All right, go ahead.
I don't do anything. I just stay here. Okay. Hi, everyone. So much love.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
So what I'm going to do with this one, the main one, the area that's a big issue with people is the throat chakra. The throat chakra, individuals are not speaking their full truth because there's still a lot of held energy from many different timelines, and the frequency bends. So often what I found is the Syrians love to work in just about all the private sessions. The Syrians really like to come in and that. So I'm sure we're going to do a little bit of that to help support it. And the Acturians as well. The Acturians have been working both, it's kind of interesting, on the root chakra as well as the third eye. And I really love the way they come in to help clear the mind. So the mind is on divine's mind. You're very clear, but it's in the connection with the heart. So those are typically the ones that come in. I have had quite a bit of the dragons coming in for the solar plexus. The team of the white dragons are very generous in using their flame to help clear that. So that happens. Also, I have also Andromedans come in. Andromedans are so loving to help support that tribal energy. And so I don't know, we'll see. But typically, if you're working with specific chakras, I'm accustomed to which ones like to come in to assist. Oh, and you like this one. The Magdalene consciousness, either the Pleiadians or the Magdalene consciousness, and sometimes the Avalians are coming in for the heart chakra. So I don't know. We'll see which ones will step forward to do that. Todd, I don't know where you went, but okay. So it's so nice to see everybody. And we're going to, if you wish to start this, one of the things that I would love is people to just start relaxing and getting in a very comfortable place so we can offer this. We'll do a few different transmissions and to help support. But I don't know where Todd went. Now I know what Morgan was talking about when she's on this screen herself. She's like, I don't know what to say because I can't see anything else on this end. So I don't know what is being said or shared or anything like that. So thank you for being there. Oh, hi, Demetrius. I can see you. Hi, sweetheart. So regarding this, let me just also share this. The group light code transmissions there's a difference because I can't do the personal code or the key or the sigil or any of that, and I can't bring all the transmissions from the divine gateway down through. I can just do the clearing because it can't quite work in that setting. But it is extremely powerful still when you do connect with the universal diamond frequency in which I take you to, and you get to experience it. So anyway, and for you all, let me just show you this. Maybe this will help you. This is literally what I am working with. So it's very important to visualize this diamond. We'll start it from the inside, and this is around you. And there's a specific reason why the Ascension team is having us work with that frequency. Todd, I don't know where you went. I don't know where you went, sweetheart. I don't know what to say. There he is. Todd, I didn't know where you went. You disappeared. I didn't know where you went.
Yeah, I put you on the screen. You can see me. They can only see you. But I had to get some water.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to you, though.
Okay, so bless you. So I explained a little bit. So you asked, let me just say what's coming up, and let's just go ahead and go into experience, because I feel the intellectual mind will not recognize this at all. It is a soul language. The soul language, the ancient part of you knows exactly. The universal part of you, the galactic part of you, the cosmic part of you, the angelic part of you, the divine part of you recognizes when it's spoken through me. Some of it is much softer. Some of it is harsher and intense and direct to the point. The Syrians are very much like that. The Acturtians are more mechanical. The Andromedans and the Pleiadians are more flowy. So they're all different, but they're all, and I only ask the absolute highest light of frequency to interact. So we can really, that parameter is set very strongly. Otherwise, I will not go into a language at all, because I'm very responsible with who is allowed to communicate through this vessel, and for me to bring the transmissions through. So having said that, we're going into 4-4. There is that resurrection energy. We've completing this Stargate today. We've gone through this bending and like really coming into the alignment, like finishing love enough, because we're inside this golden ray of light, the golden age now. It is all crystalline. It is all Christed. So that means we can speak of the love, but for us to live within the timeline of love, which is the original divine timeline, which we don't have to hide any part of us. This whole month was about no more hiding at all. The naked soul must speak, and it must speak from the resonance of its heart. It cannot be hidden. We cannot be violent to our true self anymore. And once we don't do it to ourselves, we just cannot do it to anything and anyone. It's just not possible. So that's what we're in. And then we can't support the systems that are in disharmony of this. You see, so there's like this calling of all of our aspects coming back to the original monad, the original crystalline self, that from source light that we extended here on earth. And to me, it is a great celebration. And we're all coming together like this to experience this and just take off, run with it, you know? Yeah. So we ready?
Hey, you're rocking and rolling, man. You got this thing. Yeah, keep on going.
Okay.
Keep on going.
So shall I go ahead and take us into the experience, Todd, or do you want to ask anything more, or what?
Can you repeat? Can you repeat that?
Shall I go ahead and take us into the experience? Would you be? Do you have any more questions? Do you want me to go ahead and start, taking us into the live transmission?
Yeah, I think you should. We've got 17 minutes. We're good. I think we should go into this. You're doing an excellent job, may I say.
Bless you. Bless you. So much love. So what I'm going to have us do is I'm going to invite everybody to either lay down, or you don't need to see me. As long as you can just hear me, this is very important. And I need you, if you're laying down, great. If you are sitting up, sit straight, please. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just very gently breathe in and breathe out. And I'm going to ask you to bring your palms and place them right in the center of your heart, but bring it a little bit up towards your higher heart, and relax your shoulder and close your eyes. It would be wonderful to close your eyes, because I need you to visualize, follow me. I need you to visualize, see, sense, and feel what I'm asking before. I got to take you to a place first before I can bring the light language in. So all of us in a safe place. So here we go. So go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. And the whole out breath would be through your mouth and totally open, release, let go. Let us take another deep in breath in and breathe out. Empty yourself totally and take another in breath in and breathe out. Now, I'm going to ask you to please bring your attention and your awareness while your eyes are closed to the center of your chest, to where that beautiful sacred drum is beating, that original heartbeat, the sound of divine that has left its sound inside of you. Tune inward to just that beating sound and breathe in that space and just become aware. Just become present. Come in this moment, in this now, in this breath. Tune into your breath. And I'm going to ask you from here, before I bring the blessings into this sacred space, I want you to breathe in a white mist into you. And breathe out a white mist all around you. And one more time, breathe in a white mist all the way into you. And breathe out a white mist. And one more time, take a deep in-breath of this beautiful white mist inside of you. Fill yourself with this white mist and breathe it out. Now, Bring your attention to your palms right behind the center of your chest and draw your eyes inward to that sacred, dazzling sphere of golden ball of white light. Bring your attention to that golden, beautiful ball of white light that is spinning and radiating in each direction. And this is the golden light, the golden, sacred, pure light that is extended from the heart and mind of divine all the way to you, in which you are created from, you are made of. And so it is always left behind as the Holy Spirit. That's the sacred flame. So it can transmute everything. And also you can always find your way back home to Source Light. I want you to connect to its love and breathe its love and start to breathe it outward. And with each deep in-breath of love, with this golden dazzling ray of light that you breathe in, you're going to grow your ball of light and the inside out. Make it larger and larger. And as you breathe it in again, and you breathe it out, you grow it to even a larger size, maybe like a cantaloupe size. And breathe in this love even deeper inside of you that already is, and breathe it out so this ball of light gets bigger and bigger, and you push it outside of you, where a few more breaths that I want you to breathe in consciously, this golden dazzling ball of light. And as you breathe the love out in your out breath, you're going to completely cover yourself in this dazzling sphere of ball of light. Breathe that in and breathe it out. And Todd, go ahead and breathe that out all the way into yourself. See yourself covered in the sphere of light. And I want all of you to see, sense yourself that you are enclosed in a ball of golden, dazzling sphere of light. And let me go ahead and bring the invocation and prayer in. Dear Mother, Father God, dear source of all illumination, dear Holy Spirit, we come before thee as a group energy. We ask for the living codes of light, the divine light, in this frequency of transmission and activation, to be only addressed by the highest source of all illumination. Anything less than God's diamond heart and Christed heart may not enter this sacred space. We ask for all the blessings from the highest light of star brothers and sisters, the Galactic Federation of Light, of the highest light, the Astral Command of the highest light, the Intergalactic Council of the highest light, the Council of Light of the highest light, the Ascended Masters of the highest light, beloved Yeshua, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, and also our angelic team of the highest light and archangels of the highest light, and all team of the highest light, including our beautiful spirit guides and spirit animal guides, and the crystalline fields and the rock beings of the highest light, as well as Mother Earth's Gaia's crystalline diamond heart of the highest light, to interact, to cover us completely in this protection, beautiful field of love, so only the highest love may interact with us in these transmissions, these languages of light. It is done, it is so, all is taking place, and we ask for all disharmony from all planes, seen and unseen, all timelines, to permanently be completely dissolved and removed and brought into the original divine timeline through the languages of light. It is done, it is so, and we now bring it now into this plane. So now I ask everybody to please command your outside to be into your outside sphere to take shape of a diamond. And it is covered in a golden, dazzling diamond, and you're completely closed with it. And I want you to breathe in its love and breathe out its love continuously through this entire process now. And I ask you to draw your energy downward from your diamond heart all the way down to Mother Earth, going all the way down beneath you, passing through the dirt, passing through all bodies of water, all the way to the center of Mother Earth, connecting to Mother Earth's diamond crystalline heart, her fifth dimensional frequency, and connecting with there. And I want you now from this point forward, just breathe in love and breathe out through your out-breath love, as now we bring the languages of light upward to help clear your chakras. We'll go ahead and clear the 7 primary chakras. So go ahead and ask your diamond heart to do your beautiful smaller diamond to come up and be placed right in your root chakra. And I want you to breathe its love and breathe out its love. And here we go. And I just want you to turn your eyes inward, place the diamond right in your root chakra, and we'll go ahead and start clearing this. Here we go. Itmiakirak shulak mayatirak hu, atmiakit irik miat uratmu, utmurakirat ilak mayat iau, ura ayatira mia kuratmu, urak hayat miat kirat, ura atmiakirak mua atamiakiatiahi. Breathe that in. Hold your breath for a second and breathe out the love in your outer diamond. And you may sense, see, feel things in geometric things and what have you. Just stay inward with your eyes closed. Let us move now upward and place this smaller diamond right in your sacral chakra and allowing this connection to clear, so the waters in the fluids in your body is completely clear from all time planes and all lifetimes. And I ask this sexual energy to fully be in connection to the divine energy. I want you to just breathe in the love and breathe out the love as we go ahead and clear this through the light runs. Larak muruk arathi lakrira tu aramak la ritara muroku rila du turuku arakiraku rumarakira turama ratira karatuma hira tira la rutoro matara tira ura atira kira purita. Breathe that in. Hold your breath. Breathe that out. And your outer diamond. Let us now move up to your solar plexus, placing your diamond right in your solar plexus so that we can clear this fire that sometimes is very dim in star beings and also light workers, so they can live in their divine will and truthfully. So let us go ahead and place the diamond there. Close your eyes and feel the love and breathe out the love. We're going to go ahead and bring the dragons, the white dragons, and hit me a kula atalakilak shilak hurak mirat alaktirak at mayakilak shurak atarak itira kuturuku ismia hatiya kashilak kuro kurak tilak lak muat atamiyaki shilak atira kuwa. Eat that out. Let us now move forward. Place the diamond, your inner diamond, right in the center of your heart. Breathe in its dazzling ray of love and breathe that out. Let us go ahead and clear this so your beautiful diamond heart can fully be and clear from all planes and all dimensions and all consciousness. Here we go. Mate magamo muati Atmayat Muramatua. Breathe that in. Breathe it out. Let us move. Place that diamond right in your throat chakra. So we can go ahead and clear this throat chakra so that your communication can fully come through Mother Earth's crystalline heart all the way through. You're passing through the gateway of your heart so you can speak clearly. This is going to be the Syrians. One of the races of the Syrians that are much more stronger. Here we go. Close your eyes. Here we go. Ishmiatlak tulak mirakiti. Luk muruk tarak miatiri kiti mi. Lukurut muak lilak shirak turuk mu. Ut murakita lak mi tik mi atku. Rukat miat itkud o. Hilak slik tigrak sigak muruk. Alak miatika shilakia kurakoda tiki kama eakita mu. Turu muwakiati yakula lakamata yakuata lamakiati achia pu. Kilak tilak miyak. Breathe that in. Breathe it out. That was a lot of clearing. Let us now move to the third eye, placing that diamond, crystalline diamond, right in your third eye. And let us clear this so your mind is totally clear in diamond's mind. And you are free to have the communication from your heart spoken through your vision of this diamond clarity. Here we go. These would be the Acturtians. Rikshmirak tirek mirak tutushu. Lekamat at miraket met araki. Lukmat at mia kuratamak yaturak mat at miake tarakmu. Utak me atak yek turu shukum katayaki. Lukmuatakamaki tudumata ataki kamata yakutu mutukatahi. Luku utumatake shilik mita ayaku tirak mia turukutakatamaki tuduruka. Tirak miat uruk ati. Pukut miyakira ki pukutaka miyakiyatama ayagia kuamata ki. Breathe that out. And finally, let us move over to the crown chakra, placing the diamond right in your crown chakra so it can open up to the golden, dazzling 1,000 petals of light to connect you to your soul star chakra, your universal, your stellar gateway chakra, your galactic, and the divine gateway chakra, opening you up all the way in that totally vertical axis of the crested line. Here we go. Breathe in the love and breathe out the love. Lamokaratu Turamalaki Lamarotaka Rikmi Lamalel Malamelama Lord adminama lal himal humu la breathe that in, breathe it out. Keep your eyes closed. Notice what you're noticing. Breathe in now. Tune into the outer diamond around you and your inner diamond, feeling the connection to Mother Earth's diamond and the universe diamond. And I ask you now to just breathe in a pink golden ray of light in you. And breathe it out in gratitude. We thank the golden light. We ask this beautiful transmissions and the divine light of language and their frequency to be made permanent, effective immediately, We recognize they're done, they're so, they're sealed, and it's already completed for this particular transmission. We're very grateful to come together as one on this completion energy and allowing the fields to open up inside of us and for everyone. And thank you so much, and so it is. Thank you to all team on this moment. Coming back here, wiggling your toes. Oof. Ah. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Transmission still. Whew. Okay, Todd. How you doing? I can't hear you, Todd. Todd, I don't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I said, holy freaking shift. And I got knocked off 3 times. You froze the screen 3 times. I don't know what really happened here.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to, because there's a lag. And again, for the 4th show in a row, at about 5 minutes till the hour, we have this crazy thing happen.
Yeah.
So it's very amazing. You're amazing. You showed us a lot today. You showed us just, if you take all the verbal part out, the energy of what you're doing is owning it. And that's what we all need to do. It's that simple. Own who we are, and what we're a part of.
Yeah.
So I'd love to, we're going to do something special Easter weekend.
Yeah.
36 hours. And that's all I'm going to say. 36 hours straight. So I'd love for you to come in, if you have time, and take us through something like this. You know, I think the whole world needs to see this at least once a week. This is church on Sunday, Soulogy style.
This was just this collective assisting today so that this 9th frequency, the completion, can fully just take place within the planes of those of us who are participating. So it helps us, through us. And I wanted the blessings from the Syrians, the Acturians, the Lyra, the angels, and the angelic team, and also particularly the white dragons, how much they're helping us. So you get a chance to feel the different vibration. And those of you that want to contact me on Facebook and just tell me what you experienced. But this is just a partial of the full transmission. There's a lot more. I just took you partially.
Oh, I can tell, but I mean, I can tell also. I mean, there's a lot to talk
I want to do this for you, Todd. Like, I want to do the full one for you because I feel it will help you. Just, you just have to set up a time with me where you can give me
privately. Okay, yeah. You know what? I didn't know it was like this. I mean, this is like oh my God, it was amazing. Okay, we got Nikki Hammond in 5 minutes. His beautiful wife. But wait a minute, I'm just telling you, I got to give you your props. This was a very special Soul Speaks 5D. This was incredible. And Michael, I know you're out there. I would suggest that you cut or edit from when she started to when she finished, because the world needs to see that
transmission, and he's been in the group. So
I'm talking about Michael Van Patten. I'm telling him when he downloads the show, cut out that piece and put that out separate along with the show being out. Yeah, so I love you.
I love you. I just want to share. I will be in South Carolina end of April facilitating this in a group. Then we are in June. We are in Long Island. In July, we're in Toronto. So if they just connect on our Facebook page, they'll see. And in a group experience, if you want to experience. But if you want individual, you can just always contact me. It's a one-time and off you go. So I'm just honored that I can be me and I can speak in all these transmissions. I can't express to you what a liberation it is, Todd, that I can
I totally get that energy. That's what I was talking about. So big props to you. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to go through one of those, Yeah,
I would love to do your transmission, because I feel if anything, it would just totally support all your bodies in that original plane. That's it. And go.
Absolutely. No. Anyone that saw that, you know, I would highly recommend. And this year is about collaboration, co-creation, and supporting each other. Equal energy exchange, 5D commerce. Right. So you guys know where to go to get a chakra tune-up or cleansing or a blessing or baptism. Or, I don't know what it is. It's like a blast, a chakra blast. We'll just leave it at that. 111 in the house, 333 on the comments. This is perfect.
Just if people send me Facebook requests, I'm completely like, I can't accept anymore. Please come to our Facebook page, Honi Borden, author, speaker, healer. I can interact with you then. I just love you. Thank you so much, Todd. Have a beautiful day with Nick.